For more than half a century, one voice has quietly echoed through American cinema with unmistakable depth and calm authority. That voice belongs to Sam Elliott, an actor whose presence carries a kind of timeless authenticity rarely seen in Hollywood. Long before audiences recognized him as an icon of Western films and strong, grounded characters, Elliott spent years being the actor almost chosen. Directors noticed him, casting directors remembered his face, yet the biggest opportunities seemed to pass him by. Still, he never disappeared. Instead, he built his career slowly, one role at a time, allowing patience and persistence to shape him. Today, his deep voice and rugged style feel inseparable from American film culture. Yet the story behind that success is not simply about fame. It is about endurance, quiet determination, and a man who stayed true to himself while waiting decades for the world to finally recognize what had always been there. A childhood shaped by quiet expectations. Sam Elliott was born on August 9, 1944, in Sacramento, California. His father worked for the California Department of Fish and Game, a practical man who valued steady careers and dependable choices. His mother provided warmth and stability in the home, supporting her son's curiosity and imagination. When Sam was young, the family moved to Portland, Oregon. Life there was calm but somewhat reserved, and young Sam often felt like he did not quite fit the expectations around him. Tall and quiet, he was not the typical outgoing student who easily drew attention. Instead, he found comfort in the outdoors and in observing the world around him. These early years shaped his thoughtful personality. While other teenagers chased recognition in school activities, Sam developed a reflective nature that would later become one of the defining qualities of his screen presence, discovering a passion for acting. As Sam Elliott grew older, he discovered something that gave direction to his quiet determination: acting. While attending the University of Oregon, he realized that performing allowed him to express emotions and stories that felt genuine to him. Watching films and stage performances opened his eyes to a world where human experiences could be explored through storytelling. However, pursuing acting was not an obvious path for someone from his background. It seemed uncertain and unpredictable, compared with the practical careers many families encouraged. Despite these doubts, the desire stayed with him. Eventually, he transferred to Clark College, where he continued exploring acting while working various jobs. The idea of becoming an actor slowly moved from a distant dream to a serious goal, even though he understood the road ahead would not be easy. The risk of moving to Hollywood. In the mid-1960s, Elliott made a decision that would define his future. He moved to Los Angeles, the center of the American film industry. Like many aspiring actors, he arrived with determination rather than connections. Early Hollywood was not welcoming to newcomers who did not fit a familiar mold, and Elliott certainly stood apart. His deep voice, serious demeanor, and Western-style appearance made casting directors unsure where to place him. To support himself, he took various jobs while attending auditions. Small opportunities appeared now and then, including commercials and minor television roles. These moments were not glamorous, but they kept the possibility alive. For many people, this stage becomes discouraging, yet Elliott approached it with patience. Each small role taught him more about acting and about the industry itself. The years of quiet struggle. The early part of Sam Elliott's career could easily be described as a long period of perseverance. Throughout the late 1960s and early 1970s, he appeared briefly in shows like Gunsmoke and Mission: Impossible. These appearances were valuable experience, but they rarely made him widely recognized. One early film credit came in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, although his role was very small. For many actors, these years would feel frustrating. Yet Elliott remained focused on improving his craft. He understood that meaningful careers often take time to develop. Each project allowed him to learn more about storytelling and performance. While audiences might not have remembered his name yet, the foundation of his acting style, calm, steady, and authentic, was gradually forming. A personal loss that shaped his drive. During this challenging period, Elliott experienced a personal loss that deeply affected him. His father passed away in 1970 before Sam had achieved the success he hoped to show him. Although the two had different views about acting as a career, his father's influence remained important in his life. Losing him so early created a sense of unfinished conversation, something many people can relate to. Instead of discouraging him, however, the experience strengthened Elliott's determination. He continued working steadily, believing that the best way to honor his own path was simply to keep going. The idea of persistence, showing up again and again, even when recognition is slow, became central to his journey. Over time, that persistence would shape the reputation he built in Hollywood. A love story behind the scenes. While his career was slowly growing, something equally meaningful was developing in his personal life. On the set of The Legacy, Sam Elliott reconnected with actress Katharine Ross. They had first met years earlier during the filming of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, but it was during this later project that their relationship truly began. Ross was already an established star, known for her work in The Graduate. Despite their different levels of fame, their connection grew naturally. They shared similar values about privacy, authenticity, and family. In 1984, they married and welcomed their daughter, Cleo Rose Elliott. Their marriage became one of Hollywood's most enduring relationships, built not on publicity, but on mutual respect and steady support. The role that changed everything. By the late 1980s, Sam Elliott's persistence began paying off. His role in Roadhouse introduced him to a much wider audience. Playing the confident mentor Wade Garrett, he delivered a performance that perfectly matched his calm authority and rugged image. Viewers suddenly began asking the same question: who is this actor with the unforgettable voice? From that point forward, opportunities grew steadily. He continued building his reputation with strong supporting roles and memorable appearances. The industry began recognizing something that had been present all along: an actor whose authenticity could bring credibility to any story. This turning point did not make him an overnight star, but it confirmed that his long years of patience had finally opened the door to lasting recognition. Becoming a Western icon. During the 1990s, Elliott became closely associated with Western films and characters defined by quiet strength. One of his most notable performances came in Tombstone, where he played Virgil Earp alongside actors such as Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. His portrayal brought depth and stability to the story, helping ground the film's dramatic moments. Audiences appreciated the authenticity he brought to these roles. Elliott did not rely on flashy performances. Instead, he conveyed emotion through subtle expressions and carefully delivered dialogue. Over time, he became one of the most recognizable figures in modern Western storytelling. His mustache, voice, and steady presence became cultural symbols associated with classic American cinema. Recognition later in life. Even after decades of memorable performances, some of the industry's highest recognition arrived later in Elliott's career. In 2018, he appeared in A Star Is Born alongside Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. His portrayal of Bobby Maine, the older brother of Cooper's character, earned widespread praise from critics and audiences. The role highlighted the emotional depth he had developed over decades of acting. Awards nominations followed, bringing renewed attention to a career that had quietly shaped American film for years. For many viewers, the performance served as a reminder that great actors do not always reach recognition quickly. Sometimes it takes time for the industry to fully appreciate what audiences have long recognized. A legacy built on authenticity. Today, Sam Elliott remains respected not only for his acting, but for the way he has lived his life and career. He continues choosing projects carefully, including his powerful performance in the television series 1883. Away from cameras, he spends much of his time with his family in California, maintaining the quiet lifestyle he has always preferred. His journey reminds us that success does not always arrive quickly or easily. Instead, it can grow slowly through persistence, patience, and dedication to one's craft. Sam Elliott's legacy is not just the voice, the mustache, or the iconic Western roles. It is the example of someone who remained authentic in an industry that often pressures people to change. By simply being himself, he built a career that continues to inspire generations of actors and audiences alike.